Good morning from the Disney Springs bus board. If you guys have been following this channel for a while, you know that when I start the video out here at the bus board, that means that we're going to do a Disney resort tour. And if you guys have been following this channel for a while, you know that we've already done all of the Disney resort tours. So after we got a little bit of feedback from you all, we decided to update them. And we're gonna go back and go through all of the Disney resorts. So we're starting at the beginning of the playlist, and that first stop is Port Orleans French Quarter. So let's hop on the bus and head on over. Just our luck, the bus is here right now, heading to Port Orleans, both French Quarter and Riverside. So we're gonna hop on the bus. And we are on our way, and I only got one thing to say. King of the bus, king of the bus, king of the bus. We did it. So here we are, we have arrived at Port Orleans French Quarter, and just so you guys know, Port Orleans Resort is divided into two sections. There's the Port Orleans French Quarter, which we're gonna be touring today, and then there's Port Orleans Riverside. Both have different style, and they have different restaurants and things like that, but they both share the Port Orleans name. So we will split those up into two different videos, but we're here at French Quarter first, which should have a very Louisiana, oh, Daisy, which should have a very Louisiana feel, and like Mardi Gras, a lot of New Orleans vibe, a lot of the French Quarter. And I'm sure you've heard Bourbon Street as a very popular street in New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and Bourbon Street is in the French Quarter. So this resort is modeled after that side of town. So we are standing underneath the porte cochere, looking at the entrance to the resort, but one thing I wanted to point out before we go inside is the bus stops are right over there. So that's where you will catch a bus to go to wherever you'd like to go. They have buses going to Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Disney Springs. So let's head inside and see what we can see in here. You walk into this huge atrium that carries the same design elements from outside. And you can see they even have streetlights as if we were still outside. There's a fountain right here in the middle. Oh, and somebody's throwing all kinds of Mardi Gras coins in there. I like that it's just barely trickling rather than like overflowing and making a lot of noise. Also, you can see there is a large coin here that says Port Orleans Resort. And then over here, it says Crew of Port Orleans Mardi Gras, 1991. So I'm assuming that 1991 is when this resort opened as Port Orleans. So the main entrance is at my back, and I'm going to turn to the right, and that leads me to registration. So this is where you would check in or come up to the front desk, and they can answer any questions that you might have. This is also where you'll find concierge. And if we look behind the counter, we can see it's almost as if we're looking out a window onto a Mardi Gras parade. Which is pretty awesome. And just looking in here, it looks like an old Southern house. Looks like we're standing in an old Southern house. And I did want to point out that concierge can help you with check-in, tickets, dining, and tours. With the check-in counter at my back, there is a letterbox here that you can mail postcards or letters out at. This is an actual US mail certified post box, so you can mail letters from here. Then there is this seating area that also has a little TV over here for the kids to watch. Oh, they're watching the music video for The Circle of Life from The Lion King. So from the check-in counter, we are turning to our left. The main atrium is kind of out here, and you can see it's backwards here, but it says Shop and Arcade there. So we've got Jackson Square, which is a gift shop. And it has the shop hours out front from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. They also have a display here kind of showing off some of the stuff they have for sale. I like that they have specific Princess and the Frog merch for Port Orleans French Quarter. Now let's head inside and see what other interesting things they have in here. This place is called Jackson Square. Oh, there's another mail slot. So you could mail your letters from here too. You can get a lot of the typical things that you would get in the park, like merchandise wise. And then they also have some bathing suits. Looks like they have a Quicksilver like rash guard, like a cover up. And then hats. And they've got things for the pool here. Solar cane, which is in case you have a sunburn, but they also have bug spray and any type of sunscreen that you would want. Goggles, earplugs, nose plugs. Oh, look at this orange bird plush. Adorable. Well, they also have a selection of Magic Band Plus here for purchase. Luggage. And then any sort of accessories that you might need. Pull-ups, swim diapers, tampons and pads. Oh, an adapter? I thought it was a nightlight. Batteries, medicines that you might need. Combs, fingernail clippers, earplugs, eyewear repair kit, cough drops, masks, baby bottles, dental floss, toothbrushes. Lots of different options here. I didn't see actual diapers though. Interesting that you have Ziploc bags as well. I always like when they have sections over here because I like to look and see what kind of interesting stuff they have. Lunch meat and Lunchables. What else is interesting over here? Beers and wines. Donuts. Bread. So you can get bread and turkey. You can make your own little sandwiches. They have a pressed penny machine with specific Port Orleans French Quarter pennies, as well as a 50th anniversary penny. They have a section here where you can buy liquor as well. Oh, look at this. You can get Cafe Du Monde coffee and chicory here. You can get praline mix. You can get Cajun seasoning, and then you can get a gumbo base. So if you really want to live out the New Orleans feel while you're here, you can. From Jackson Square, we turn to our right. We have another look at an exclusive Port Orleans Resort French Quarter shirt. And then we turn even further to our right and we see some signs that say restrooms and arcade and ATM, as well as the fuel rod location here where you can buy or exchange fuel rods, which fuel rods are portable batteries for your phone that when you use them up, you just bring them back here and exchange them. And like I said, an ATM, and then back here is the bathrooms. And then we've got the arcade, the South Quarter Games. Let's go inside and see what kind of video games they have in here. Oh, fairly small. We've got Flight Control, sounds like fun. Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., Mario Brothers, Space Invaders, Galaga. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. It continues around the corner. I'm glad that I came in. Speed of Light, Tron, Guardians of the Galaxy. There's some really fun games here. Wow. Some massage chairs for the adults to use while the kids are in here playing their video games. There's a photo booth over here, a Marvel themed photo booth. Skee ball, basketball. Another photo booth over here that is just Disney themed. Some driving games and air hockey back there, and then some motorcycle games and a few other things too. Ooh, is this a jet ski game? Oh no, it's like a four-wheeler game. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, 50 play points is $1, 250 play points plus 25 bonus points is $5. Gets very confusing with the math. Okay, for $25, you get 1,250 plus 750 bonus points. So the way that you do it is you insert your cash or your credit card, select the amount of points that you want to do, and then press new card button, and then press yes. And then you can also refill your card here as well. Oh, it says that it's temporarily cash only, which is interesting. And then this is where they have a spot where you can recycle your used arcade cards. So we came back to the front entrance of the arcade, the South Quarter Games, and the ATM and the fuel rod station are right behind me. So I'm gonna turn back into the check-in area, the main lobby. Jackson Square will be to my right. And I'm gonna go to the front atrium here where we first walked in. So back here with the front door right up my back, and I'm looking at the fountain again. I'm going to, instead of turning to my right to go to the check-in area, I'm gonna turn to my left and head over here. So this is where you will find Scat Cat's Club Lounge, open every day from 5 p.m. until midnight. Live jazz music featuring the Jazz Fusion Band every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Also over here, restrooms, and it says telephones, but I believe there are no telephones left. Just this one right here. But usually, like back in the day, there used to be, well, there's a weird looking water fountain there for sure. But there used to be payphones back here, but they've since removed them. And now we've just got a little model of, what is this, the Dream? Yeah. Little model of the dream. So back out at the end of that hallway here, we've got another collectible press penny machine. We got Tiana, we got some masks, we got Tiana and Naveen as frogs, and then we've got Louie there as the alligator. And then as we go this way a little bit, of course there are tables and stuff back here, and then there is jazz art, jazz inspired art, and there's just a just a neon sign that says jazz. I like that. We've got a few, we got John Coltrane over here. Oh, we got Walt Disney and Louis Armstrong. That's a cool one. Sonny Stitt. And then just some various other jazz photos. So it's not really marked, but this door right here that's closed, because of course it's not open right now, leads to the Scat Cat Club. And I need to look back at previous videos from when we came to the Scat Cat Club, because I feel like this didn't used to be Scat Cat Club Cafe. I thought that this was part of the Scat Cat Club. But looking at it, it looks like it is like a coffee shop. So Scat Cat's Club Cafe is just like a coffee bar here. And inside you can get Mickey-shaped beignets, specialty beignets. You get a choice of dipping sauce, salted caramel, strawberry, or chicory chocolate ganache. Sounds amazing, because chicory has a flavor of coffee, but it doesn't have the caffeine. So you would get like a coffee flavored chocolate to dip in. Amazing. A Mickey-shaped beignet sundae. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Baton Rouge beignets. This item is prepared with alcohol and can only be ordered by guests over the age of 21. 2 beignets jazzed up with your choice of Bailey's Irish Cream, Kahlua, or rum chata. And then of course you can get coffee and stuff like that, or bottled beverages. Here's a look at some of the Mickey beignets. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna be coming back and trying some beignets. Ooh, 6 beignets, that's way more beignets than I thought it was gonna be. So just outside of Scat Cat's Club Cafe, there are plenty of chairs out here for you to sit and drink your coffee and eat your beignets. And then directly to the right of it, we've got Sassagoula Floatworks and Food Factory. And so there is a river that runs next to Port Orleans Riverside and French Quarter called the Sassagoula, and that runs all the way up to Disney Springs. Interesting fun fact that I just learned is Sassagoula is the Native American term for the state of Mississippi. So the Sassagoula River is kind of themed after the Mississippi River. And you can see this is called Floatworks and Food Factory. So Floatworks is where they would build the floats for a Mardi Gras parade. And so you'll get a lot of the theming in here is kind of like pieces that they would put on different floats that they have in storage right now for the next time that they're building a float. It's nice and open in here because they need a lot of space to build floats. There's a display over here with some Mardi Gras masks. And you can see here's another look at some of the props that they might be using or storing to build Mardi Gras floats. And directly to the right, there's an souvenir ID tags machine where you can have ID tags engraved. Pet's name here. What is this? Let's see, what is this thing? It says it's $6. It doesn't say what it is. Resume, yeah, no, cancel. Okay, what? All of the ID tags are $15 a piece, and then I believe that these two are ways of attaching the ID tags. Like one's a necklace, and the other one would be like a chain for you to put on maybe your luggage or something like that. Here's something interesting on the wall. They've got a warning about undercooked meats, poultry, seafood, and shellfish, or eggs. They do not serve alcohol to anyone under the age of 21, and they only serve 2 alcoholic beverages per ID, and these are the acceptable forms of ID. So you've got a military ID, a passport, a US ID, a Nexus card, or a US state driver's license. So right now, we are in the dinner menu, dinner and lunch. So this is served from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And just a half an hour ago turned, ooh, this Baton Rouge burger looks really good. Is that some pimento cheese on there? It just turned 11, it's 11:30 right now, so we're just a half an hour late for breakfast. But the good news, Walt's favorite chili inside of a bread bowl. Wow, ooh, brownie bites. Ooh, an anniversary cake, Mardi Gras king cake. Wow, so many delicious things that you can get here. The good news is even though we're not seeing the menu for breakfast, they have it up over here. They're like, coming up next is breakfast at 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And they've got the options for breakfast available here too. You can get pizza. Oh, I guess not. It's just at the pizza and pasta shop. You get a ham and cheese omelet, plant-based frittata. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich. It sounds delicious. Everything sounds really good here. So they've got multiple windows here where you pick up your food. This one's for mobile ordering. But if you don't want to do mobile order, you can just come over here to these different sections and you order what's on the screen. So this is the grill. This is where you get burgers and things like that. They've got the bakery over here where you order like the king cake. And you also get ham and cheese on multigrain. Oh, different sandwiches and stuff over here too. And then they have the pizza section where you would order the pizza. And then they have another section over here where you would order the breakfast sandwiches that's not actually serving anything right now. Let me go look. Oh, this is where they serve the chicken and fish and salads. So I think that they just didn't switch this over from breakfast. And then of course, water, beers and wines and ciders and things like that are available in here, as well as some grab and go items like parfaits and yogurts and the ever-present pickle in a bag. And then of course, granola bars. You can't have a New Orleans themed resort without Zapp's potato chips. These are delicious, by the way. Various other potato chips. And then this is a section of allergy-friendly treats. So like this is gluten, nut, and dairy-free chocolate chip cookies, which by the way, I enjoy better than most other types. Like these Manifesto Sweet Street brownies are so delicious, way better than any other brownie that I've had at Disney, and I don't know why, but they're really good. And those are certified gluten-free. And then there is a section here in the center of the restaurant. You can see it's a fairly large restaurant that has, you know, you get your ketchup, your mustard, your mayonnaise here. There is a toaster, a microwave, which I don't understand why there are a toaster and microwave here, because everything behind me is hot. I guess you could bring your own like bagels and toast them here. And they also have iced tea machines, hot chocolate machines, coffee, and Coke Freestyle machines. So because Disney sells refillable mugs, they have a mug wash station here right next to the Coke Freestyle machines. So I wanted to give you guys just a quick pan around Sassagoula Floatworks. And you can see the drink station over here is actually themed as if it were a float that they were in the middle of building. And see, they haven't finished painting it yet. Oh, and there's an award over here for Best in Show for Sassagoula Float Factory in the Mardi Gras Parade. Quality design, build, and theme. Oh, I just noticed these oversized cards up here are Tiana and Naveen in both their human form and their frog form on the bottom, from Princess and the Frog. All right, we came back into the main atrium where the lobby is, and the front doors are at our back because we're gonna be heading out of these doors and checking out the rest of the resort grounds. Also, something that's great about this resort is there are plenty of signs telling you where stuff is. And as a side note, so we're looking over at Sassagoula Floatworks right here, which is the restaurant, the quick service restaurant. And there are plenty of outdoor tables with fans over top of them, keeping you cool, keeping that Southern Louisiana tradition of eating outside on your front porch with the fan going. And something else that's pretty common in this resort is balconies. There are a lot of balconies. You can't get to these balconies, but that is common in New Orleans, especially in the French Quarter. So as we saw inside, Jackson Square is off to our right, and the sign out front gives a better idea of what they sell in here. So sundries, character merchandise, snack items, fashion and accessories, postage stamps, infant needs, and trading pins. So with the atrium that is the front lobby at our back, we're going to turn and head straight out towards the pool. Before we head out to the pool, I did want to stop off over at this map and kind of show you guys, you are here, this is where we are right here, and we're going to be exploring this resort. This is the pool, this is the main entrance. Back here, we took a bus over here, but also on the map is Port Orleans Riverside. So we're at French Quarter right now, but you could walk over to Riverside. Like if you wanted to eat at one of the restaurants at Riverside, or vice versa, if you were staying at Riverside and you wanted to eat at one of the restaurants, or eat at the restaurant here in the French Quarter. So once again, with the lobby at our back, we are facing towards the pool. We're gonna go explore it. But first thing first, I wanted to go over here and show you this sign with recreation activities. Okay, so Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8:30, they have a movie under the stars. What is today? Today's Wednesday. There is no movie tonight. Oh, darn. And then we got the 12:30, we've got poolside activities every day. 2 o'clock, there's a pool party every day. 3 o'clock, we got arts and crafts, Mickey tie-dye, depending on which day you're here. 6:30 every night, there's a Cajun campfire. And then 8 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they've got the glow party at Doubloon Lagoon, which Doubloon Lagoon is the name of this pool. And so from that sign, I wanted to come over here and show you this sign because it's kind of confusing. It's telling me that the pool is straight ahead, but the spa and pool bar are off to the left, which they're not really. I mean, they are to the left, but you can get to them by going towards the pool. I guess they just don't want to confuse people. So back to walking towards the pool, we're gonna pass by these alligators playing in their band, marching down the street in a Mardi Gras parade. So off to our right, we've got the playground. And this says that this is aged for 5 to 12, but Jackson's 2, and he would be totally fine on this playground. Nice soft ground made out of rubber mulch. Couple of little slides. Let's feel, it is, outside right now it is 88 degrees. So let's put our hand on this and see how hot it is. Oh, that's boiling hot. I don't know how many people would be able to use this in the dead of summer. But yeah, a nice playground out here with a couple of steering wheels and stick shifts for the kids to imagine. A couple of games down here. A couple more slides. A rock climbing wall with a rope that you can use to help your way up. Yeah, this is nice. And there are some benches out here for the parents to sit and watch their kids play on the playground. And the benches, some of them are in the shade, which is very nice. While we are here, I did just kind of want to give you guys a taste of some of the architecture out here for where the rooms are. So these are guest rooms over here. And it is such a cool look that this resort has. I should also mention that all of the walkways around this resort are made to resemble streets. So even though this is a walkway, it does kind of look like an old street in New Orleans. You got the curb, you got the drains, you got this brick on the side. So that's why it looks like these alligators are making their way down the street. So right across from the playground is at my back. This is, I guess they would call this the spa or the hot tub. Nice quiet area with a little hot tub in it, and there is a chair over there for anybody that needs assistance getting into the hot tub. Definitely a nice quiet area compared to the pool. And this particular area is open from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. As we make our way a little bit further down the pathway, we're getting closer and closer to the pool. But off to the left over here, that is the pool bar, and it is called Mardi Gras. Brilliant. So typical pool bar, just like a Mardi Gras theme to it. And then I wanted to show you guys the menu here. So this is Mardi Gras at the Doubloon Lagoon. Lots of featured cocktails, including a hurricane, front porch freeze, Gator melon juice. I like that. They have beers and non-alcoholic drinks. The Bullfrog Brew. Oh, served in a light-up souvenir mason jar.
It's a good drink.
It's not bad, right?
And then on the back, they've got just a couple of sandwiches, a Caesar salad, and then a pretzel with cheese sauce. Just a couple of food options. And so across from Mardi Gras, we've got just the pool bathrooms and changing rooms. I did also want to point out that there is a companion bathroom here, and the bathrooms had showers in them too. So that way you can shower before going in the pool and kind of try to shower off some of the chlorine when you get out. So as soon as we make it up to the entrance of the pool, the front lobby is right behind us. Mardi Gras is to our left and the bathrooms are to our right. But we notice this big fin here, and that is the start of some theming that runs all the way through and eventually makes up the slide here at the main pool of this sea serpent. And there is a gesture out here with a lot of Mardi Gras theming around them. And then this kind of like weird smiling pear underneath their foot. You can see we got more of the alligators out here that were walking down the street. And like I said, the continuation of the sea serpent. All right, we made it to the very back side of the pool where the head of the sea serpent is, and he's being ridden by King Triton. And the actual slide is the sea serpent's tongue. So the alligator band theme continues around the rest of the pool, and we're actually underneath a clamshell that sprays water into the pool. And here is the rest of the alligator band. This is the leader of the band, I believe. As well as the drummer and the trombone player. He's got such a sly look on his face. So it's a really large size pool with lots of space to hang out and move around. Then they also provide you with life vests if you need them, and then you can play Connect 4 over here too. So another thing that I wanted to point out is right over here, there is a splash pad for the younger kids. Some slides in there, actually a pretty long, this one right here is like a twisty slide. And they have a couple of just straight down slides. We'll have to definitely stay here again and bring Jackson out because he would love this splash pad. Because when we stayed here, we hadn't had Jackson yet. Something else that I wanted to point out is it is summer in Florida right now, and it has been exceptionally hot. But with the amount of shade at this resort, not so hot. It's not too bad. So back out to the front entrance of the pool here. The street leads back to the pool. Here is the playground. This is Jackson Square right behind me. And of course, the front entrance over there. We're gonna have a look at some of the buildings over here. And speaking of rooms in these buildings, we have stayed here before. We've done a tour of the room, and we'll put that in right now so you guys can get an idea of what the rooms look like. Here's our room. Look at Mickey. Yay.
Yeah, everything smells really clean.
Everything looks clean?
Yeah.
Everything looks so nice. There was one thing when when we were looking at the pictures of the room, we were wondering what this is. This is so you can like plug your computer or whatever in and see it on the TV, which is very nice. And the wonderful artwork. I'm like, hey, here we are in the mirror. Look at this. Here's the sinks. The nice, hair dryer. The bathrooms. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Towels. Light switch. This is my favorite part about all the Disney resorts, the moderates. They're like, hey, enjoy the bathroom. Because you have a curtain.
Well, the toilet is in...
Toilet's in its own little room.
Yeah, that one has a door.
Yeah.
So, like, nobody can see you go to
I
the
thought
bathroom.
you were going to go to the bathroom. I was
No,
like,
no.
bye.
Did you show them the bathroom?
Yeah, I showed them the bathroom. These are the beds. Very nice. They look kind of comfortable. Let's see.
They look like they're...
Oh, yeah. Pretty nice. Drawers. Is there any money in them? I always like to look in drawers to see if there's money.
Well, who's going to leave their money in here?
I don't know. Some, like, rich philanthropist.
I think that the housekeeping staff would probably find it before you
yeah. And then a door that leads to another door.
Oh, it's not
Yay.
super clean.
No? Eh.
That's okay, though.
That's true. All right. Coffee, stuff like that, stuff for ice. Everything's so nice, very nice, very nice. Air conditioner, we cranked it down as soon as we got in here. We walked from the car here, and like the walk over here is very nice, but the car is like a half a mile that way. It's really far away. Like if we were staying, we're in building 2. If we were staying in building 1 or 3 or 1, it would be right there in the parking lot, but because we have a courtyard view, we have to truck it. And so each building is of course numbered to make them easier to figure out where they're at or to make them easier to find, but they also all have unique architectural design. So if you can kind of remember what your building looks like or what the building that your room is looks like, should be easy to figure out where it's at. I also like the names of the streets, like this one's Rutabaga and Neptune's Parade. And not only are those written on the sign, they're also written down here on the sidewalk, which is something I don't think any other resort does, is that they have specific streets and everything's laid out in a grid. So if you know what street you're on, you can figure out where your room is. So we are headed down. This is the pool bathrooms. You can see the splash pad over there and the pool. And we're headed down Neptune's Parade with building 2 on our right. And as we are passing by building 2, I did want to point out that there is a sign here that says there are elevators. So even though this is a 3-story building, all floors are accessible. And the whole reason we walked down Neptune's Parade is because this is where the dock is for a river cruise to Disney Springs and Riverside. This is where you would queue up to get on a boat. It'll take you down to Disney Springs, or if you're coming back from Disney Springs, it'll stop at Riverside first, which is down that way, and then here at French Quarter. By the way, This area of Disney is beautiful. When they kind of talk about how the Sassagoula River runs, you can see here's Port Orleans Riverside, here is French Quarter, Saratoga Springs is on this line as well, and then Disney Springs. So while we are here, let's head in this direction. We are headed towards Disney Springs. We're not going to walk to Disney Springs, but there is the boat that'll take you up the Sassagoula over to Disney Springs. And I'm just walking this way just to kind of show off some more of the theming of the buildings. This is still building 2. The pool is back behind me to my right, and the front building, or the main lobby, is back there. So we're just gonna have a look at some of the theming of the buildings through here. I'll tell you, some of these rooms on building 2 are the rooms that I would want to stay in because they have a view out the window of the Sassagoula. And there are otters in this river, so you might see one swimming around. Maybe first thing in the morning before the boats start running. Right now we are on the carriage path because they do offer horse-drawn carriages through this resort, through both resorts, Riverside and this one. And we're gonna turn down Pontchartrain Way, which is amazing. Like such a good looking resort through this area. So we've got building 2 to our right, and then building 1 to our left. We're just kind of walking through the resort. And this is stunning. Like, this looks so nice. I will say though, we do have afternoon thunderstorms, or the past few nights it's been evening time thunderstorms that roll through, and kind of very exposed here on these walkways. I'm sure you could probably skirt between the buildings up underneath that overhang there, but if you got off the bus, which drops you off over at the main lobby, you would have to travel through the rain a little bit, which I imagine if you're coming from the parks, you're probably soaked already. Anyways, I like that there are these little courtyards all throughout the resort. It's just like some fountains, some shaded benches. Just hang out here and relax. It'd be a lot nicer to hang out here and relax in the springtime or the wintertime, but still, it is beautiful. Got live oak trees, we've got magnolia trees, we got azaleas, all kinds of southern flora and fauna. That little fountain was in a courtyard there, kind of around building 2, and we're heading towards building 3, and building 1 is right here. And then there's just, it's just like another little courtyard, but there's nothing in it, it's just grass. Ooh, that's nice. You can have a picnic out here. It is nice that they do this rather than cut this area off from being able to get to the parking lot. You have a little walkway that leads through, so you don't have to go around. Oh, a squirrel. So you don't have to go around to get to your room. Like I said, if it was raining, you just cut right through this courtyard here, or this garden, this lawn. It's called Jazz Alley. Welcome to Jazz Alley. All right, so we are headed back towards the lobby here. Building 3, building 2, building 1, parking lot. And there's a sign here that says the pool and the laundry are this way. So, let's see if we can figure it out. Oh yeah, Jazz Alley runs right into Rue de Blues. Is this still Jazz Alley or is this Rue de Blues? This is Rue de Blues. Ah, I love it. We're back up the road that would lead you back to the pool. Sassagoula Float Works behind us here. The main lobby over here, Jackson Square right here. Building 3 and building 2 where we just came from. And I came over to look at the map because I wanted to find a few more things, and I found out something. G is the front lobby, and that is called Port Orleans Square. So if somebody ever refers to you, just go back up to Port Orleans Square. That's the front lobby of Port Orleans French Quarter. And then another thing, I think I already said this, but the pool is called the Doubloon Lagoon. And the last thing that I was looking for was the laundry, which it looks like is over at Mardi Gras Pool Bar, kind of on the back side of it maybe. So we'll go over there and have a look. And then of course we will walk around a little bit here at 4, 5, 6, and 7. Those are those buildings. And they also divide those up into 2 sections. So this right here is called the South Quarter, that's 1, 2, and 3. And then the North Quarter is 4, 5, 6, and 7, those building numbers. Oh, look, the island out in the middle is called Bowtie Island. Bowtie Island. That's neat. we'll definitely have to head down there and have a look at Bow Tie Island from the water. All right, so let's head over to 4, 5, 6, and 7 and also try to find the laundry. So before we get to building 5, we're stopping here at Revelers Row, and this is the hot tub area, and the pool is back behind it, and Mardi Gras is kind of like that building right there. So we're looking on the back side of it to see if that's where the guest laundry is. So let's head down Revelers Row. Oh, okay, so this is the main pool, the Doubloon Lagoon pool. This is Mardi Gras, the pool bar, and this is Laundry on the Levee, which is the guest laundry building. Let's have a look and see if we can see the prices in there. Lots and lots of laundry machines and dryers. Each laundry machine is $3. The dryers are also $3 a piece. Each of these, this one is laundry detergent, and these are dryer sheets for $1 a piece. And you have to use one of these machines over here to pay. So if you want to start machines 1 through 18, you pay with a credit card over here before putting your stuff in it. And you select the machine, select washer or dryer, select the machine number, and then select OK. And then I believe that you would come over here. No, I guess it would just start it from this machine. Okay, oh, there's the start button on the washing machines. Back outside Laundry on the Levee, heading down with building 5 on our left, the pool on our right. We're headed down to the Sassagoula River. So looking back at the pool, building 5 right here, main lobby back down that way, there is a building here, and I don't know what it's for. I think it probably was for maybe like boat rentals, but I think all of that has been removed. There is kind of like a little dock out here that just is an outlook. This is Bow Tie Island, and I believe on the map, they showed some docks here previously for renting boats like Sprite boats or the Mouse boats and like pontoon boats, which I believe maybe they've stopped. These boats are running fairly consistently back to Disney Springs, so I think I'll probably take a boat back rather than taking the bus back. It seems quicker. So as we turn from the carriage path, which is right on the Sassagoula River, and we're heading back towards, what was this? This is building 5 here on my left. And we're heading in between buildings 5 and 6 because this is where the Cajun campfire is. And we saw that on our schedule of events over by the pool. And we're just in this courtyard here. And there's the fire pit right there. There it is. This is where they would have the Cajun campfire at night. You can see they didn't burn through all their wood last night. But just see, oh, look at this lawn right here. Man, there's so many wide open spaces for kids to run around. If you've got kids with a lot of energy, this would be a great resort to stay at. Just kind of hang out in one of these benches in the shade over here, let the kids run around on the lawn. Perfect. So this is building 5 right here. Just on the other side of that is the pool. So if you're looking to get to the campfire, it's right here, right in between buildings 5 and 6. And the pool is on the other side of building 5. So looking at the campfire there, it's kind of scanning past this lawn, and then looking through building 5, we can just see that tail that's at the front entrance, the tail of the sea monster that's at the front entrance of the pool. So looking back at building 5, there is the Sassagoula's Float Works is right there, and the main lobby is right there. I wanted to point out the name of this road right here is Cakewalk. Also on the other side of this lawn, in between buildings 5 and 6, a beautiful fountain. And then building 4 is right here next to us too. So we're heading towards building 6 with building 4 on our left. Ooh, this area between building 6, I believe this is building 7. I haven't made it over to it yet. Building 4 right here, there's another little courtyard that's just magical and relaxing. Little frogs blowing water out. I'd go in there, but there's somebody in there like reading a book, so I don't want to bother them. Look at these huge magnolia trees too. I feel like the shade from a magnolia tree is just better because the leaves are so wide. Look at how thick the shade is underneath them compared to like, this is an oak tree shade, right? Completely different. It's funny walking around this resort because I feel like when I did the last tour of this, it was about 4 years ago, and I feel like there was just a big storm and there was like a tree here in the middle that they were chainsawing. I don't know, I'm just having flashes of memory. Not 100% sure if that actually happened or not. Something just landed in my head. Did somebody poop on me? What is this? It was a leaf. It landed on my head. So there it is, Building 7, which is the last building of Port Orleans French Quarter. So just on the other side of this, and we're gonna go around the other side, is Port Orleans Riverside. So there it is, the end of Building 7, the far reaches of Port Orleans French Quarter, and just on the other side of that bridge right there, Port Orleans Riverside. And we will head back out here on a different occasion to explore that resort. But for right now, all of this walking around has worked up an appetite on me. So I'm gonna go back to Sassagoula Floatworks, get that burger, and get some beignets, and have delicious lunch out here. We got the Baton Rouge burger. And this is grilled signature blend burger with fried green tomatoes, pimento cheese, and bacon on a toasted brioche bun served with French fries. Wow. And so they did give me onions and pickles on the side, which I will definitely put on. Let's give this burger a try. The thing is gigantic, by the way. Actually, remarkably good. Wow. That's a solid burger. I feel like that burger is better than anything I've ever had at any quick service at a hotel. I do think that if you are here and you're looking for a good burger, this one is definitely good. There are better burgers at Disney Springs though, like at Deluxe Burger, but still, this is a delicious burger and a solid option for a quick service here at Port Orleans French Quarter. All right, after trying our delicious burger, we got one thing left to do, and that's head over to the Scat Cat Cafe and get a beignet. I think I'm gonna get one of the fancy beignets, a specialty beignet, rather than just a plain old beignet. This is my beignet that I got. Ooh, it looks so good. I got the chocolate beignet, it was $3.49. This is literally the hottest beignet I've ever had. It's not like spicy, but it's like temperature hot. Let's give it a try. Oh my goodness, holy cow, that's so good. Light, it's fluffy, it's chocolatey, it's like flaky on the outside. Just imagine like the fluffiest donut you've ever had in your life. And that's what this is. The chocolate is perfect, melty, warm, and then it's got the sprinkles on the top of it, just like give it a little extra crunch in there. I like this better than the ones that are covered with the powdered sugar. Powdered sugar kind of gets everywhere. This is just perfect. Like really good. So far, the burger that I had and this beignet, amazing. All right, now that I've had a delicious lunch, time to get on the boat and head back to Disney Springs. I can't wait. I'm very excited for this like scenic trip back to the car. All right, we came back down Neptune's Parade to get in line to go on the boat, take a nice river cruise down to Disney Springs. All right, so we made it over to Disney Springs on a very relaxing boat ride. So all in all, French Quarter, fantastic. I really like the layout, I like the food, I like the amenities there. The only thing I wish there was a sit-down restaurant. The only thing they have is that one quick service restaurant and then just a few food items out by the pool. Or you can walk over or take the boat over to Port Orleans Riverside, where there's boat rides, and that is a sit-down restaurant. So there are a few more food options, and of course Disney Springs, but I like it a lot. It's a fantastic resort. So stay tuned for more resort tours, and with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey guys, I'm John.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Michelle.
And now it's time to pay the price.